Hello and welcome to this video and to another vlog with me and Jeff. Hey Jeffy! And I thought I'd give you a little look at what we get up to when he goes away. So I did do one of these once when we lived in our London flat, and pretty much we're probably going to be doing the same things. But Pete left this morning and he's now out overnight, so not back till later tomorrow on Sunday. So me and Jeff are gonna sort of potter around here, and I thought I'd bring you along, show you what we get up to. It is now midday. I had actually intended on starting this earlier and potentially doing some more things earlier today, but I didn't sleep very well, so I've been up since, or on and off since about 5. So I've had a very lazy morning. I've been reading my book and having, a snooze here and there and all of that. Obviously spoke to Pete before he left. But now it's midday. We are ready. We are dressed. And we're going to try and have, maybe not a productive day, but at least get a few things done. So I do have to go out today. Kind of can't be bothered. But I would also like to get my library card sorted out, and they're not open tomorrow, so I do have to do that one today if I am going to do it this weekend, and this weekend seems like a good idea to do it. I don't know what it is that's making me stall with that, but I should just go and do it. And if I'm going to go there, I might as well walk to the post office and try and pick up the form that I need to change my name on my driving licence. The whole process seems a bit of a faff, to be honest. So I've changed my address, but I'm still on my maiden name. But to change my name, I have to get a form, but you can only seem to be able to pick that one up in the post office. You can't print that off online or do it online or anything like that. So I may as well wander there to see if I can get that form. And then I can start thinking about it. I think I've done most places now. There's just the odd little bit here and there that I keep thinking about. Like I watched a video the other day where someone needed their COVID pass, but that was in their wrong name. I can't remember whether it was married or maiden or whatever. But that was in their wrong name, so they needed to get that changed. But to get that changed, you have to do that in the GP surgery. You can't do it online. And they were running out of time, so there was a bit of a faff with that. Which reminded me I probably need to do mine, although I'm not sure the COVID pass is really needed anymore, but I guess they needed it, so maybe, and they were travelling, which is something we're doing soon, which I'll talk to you about that in a minute. So I probably need to do that, and I hadn't even thought, that one hadn't even crossed my mind to change the NHS app and the COVID pass and stuff like that, so I need to look at that at some point. But as I said, I can only do that at the surgery, so that'll have to be a during the week bit. But at the moment I'm pretty busy at work, so next time I have some reprieve I might be able to take a wander up there. If you saw last week's video, you know it was super sunny and rather warm. We're still fairly warm, although much cooler. I think we're now just about getting into the 20s, but I'm not sure. And it's overcast. I had intended on going out and reading in the sun in the garden today, but I don't think that's going to happen because I think we're going to be a bit cloudy. But if it brightens up, maybe we'll do that. But I have actually put jeans on, so I'm going jeans and a t-shirt today. That's what I'm assuming the weather is. I might regret it and have to change, but there we go. So yeah, the other thing I was going to talk to you about at this beginning point is we finally booked a holiday for August, so I can't remember what video it was, probably the one where I was miserable. We were looking at going somewhere in August, but we couldn't work out where to go that was at a price that we wanted to pay and all of that stuff. But we have now booked a holiday, but we don't know where we're going. I know, how does that work, I hear you say? So we're using a company called Journey, and essentially they book your flights, accommodation, and they're booking us to like excursions, trips, things to do on our trip, but we don't know where we're going, so they will send us clues to our destination in the next however many days it is till our holiday. So we thought we would be spontaneous because we couldn't decide what to do, and it was getting later and we were faffing. So I found this company and we got kind of intrigued by it. So we're trying that out, and obviously I will bring you along for all of that. They apparently are going to send us a packing list, so I'll actually do a packing video this time, because obviously it's not me knowing what's happening and what to wear and what to have. They've got to send me a list, so we'll work from that. So we'll have a video on that, and then obviously I will share the trip. We won't know where we're going, I think. Well, I guess they send the postcard thing before. The postcard being the reveal of where we're going. So I guess we could know before we get to the airport, but I think they'd like it if you opened it at the airport. So we've got that coming up, which I am looking forward to. I'm more intrigued, I think. And the more they send us information and we start trying to guess where it is that we're going, the more exciting it will be. Because at the moment we've just got like a trip, what do they call it? Pete sent it to me yesterday. So we've had a trip proposal. So we filled in all of this sort of like questionnaire to say what we want. So we told them which bits we particularly were interested in, and that we wanted to go to a new destination, and we put in a long list of places that we didn't want to go because we've already been. So we are going on an exciting trip to an extremely picturesque and off the beaten path destination, known for its stunning beauty, among other things. So there's something about ancient city, and it's a UNESCO approved wonder. And then we'll also visit an ancient site perched up high. That's all we've been told so far. We've got the guess of possibly somewhere Greek. Oh, they have also said that it's like a 2 to 4 hour flight. So we're reckoning Europe. So we've said some like Greece, could be Croatia, which is ironic because that's where we were actually looking to go in the first place. But we just couldn't work out pricing and stuff for that one. I've said maybe Malta, but we don't know whether that's got like mountains and things, and Pete's convinced we're going somewhere with mountains. So yeah, they're going to send us clues up into our holiday, and we will work out where we're going from there. So it should be interesting, and obviously that'll be upcoming on the channel. So we're going sort of end of August, so you probably won't see those videos till sort of September time, I would assume. But yeah, I'm getting peckish, so I think I'm going to take this one for his lunchtime walk, and then make myself some lunch, and then I'm gonna go off to the post office and the library. I do need to do that today. So yeah, as always, I'll bring you along with what I can and what I'm doing and all of that. And yeah, be prepared for this one to be a bit more of a relaxed vibe. I'm not looking to do a lot of stuff. I don't have a lot of things to do on my to-do list, so yeah, it's going to be hopefully a lot of reading, because I really want to finish my book this weekend, because I'm not really enjoying it. In fact, you've probably already... I'll link my book review, because that's probably already come out. Right, I've been talking for almost 10 minutes, so let's go and actually start the day proper. Right, I've finally left the house. And it's just started raining. So... it's only drizzling. I'm hoping I can get up to the post office before it tips it down. If it's going to tip it down. But I'm in a white t-shirt, so that's not going to help. I'm going to go and do that. I'll keep you updated. So, it's drizzling, we're alright, I'm not getting that wet. That was an absolutely pointless walk up to that post office. How close to the post office? Because they didn't have the biscuits I was fancying. and they don't have the form I need. You have to be in a normal post office, not a local post office. So that's a pain. She did tell me of another one, but I think that's like the same distance on the other side of the library, and it might shut, so I'll leave that for now. I'll go to the library and I'll see if I have more success there. Right, let's go. Using Jeff as my like tripod. But I'm back from my semi-successful trip out, so I don't know whether you heard me over the traffic noise. Jeff, you're not supposed to move, tripods are still. I couldn't get what I needed in the post office, so walking up there was a bit of a waste of time. The other one that she directed me to is about the same distance the other way from the library and was about to shut, so I didn't bother. But I did go to the library, I picked up my card. I've just realised you can probably hear him breathing, can't you? But yeah, I've picked up my card and downloaded their app and things like that. Probably won't be using it for a little while because I've got quite a few books on my TBR anyway, and obviously I've been doing a bit of book shopping, haven't I? So there's some more that's been added. But it's good to have it for if and when I want it and need it. And now I can go whenever, it's not that far away from our house. I did have a little like sweep of what was in there, and there are some good stuff, and I didn't realise that if you have a library card at Sheffield that entitles you to all the libraries, so the choice is more extensive than I realised because our library is not the biggest, but it's still got quite a good amount of books and selection in there, so definitely isn't a bad thing. But I'm now going to chill for an hour or so with my own book so that I can finish that. As I said earlier, I'm not really enjoying it, so I want to get it done. I'm reading Detransition Baby by Tori Peters. So I'm going to sit and read this for a little while. Wow. This one will probably have a little snooze, won't you? Yes, thank you for that. The walking's been a bit painful because if you remember in last week's video I said I got a blister at the bottom of my foot. Well, that blister got bigger, so it's been a bit of a painful week and I've been hobbling about a bit, but hey ho, that's just me stalling because I don't want to read, but I want to read, so let's get on with it. I haven't got a lot of reading done because I was having a snooze, but we've had our first clue for our holiday. It says, bring sunnies. You're going to a country with year-round sunshine. I think we're going to Morocco, which scares me slightly because of my snake phobia, but maybe I'm wrong. Pete thinks I'm wrong. So my dinner's in the oven. I'm just having a pie tonight. Normally I would have a takeaway, but we're going out quite a lot next week, so I'm just going to have a pie. And one thing I tend to do when Pete's not here is watch a film that he 100% would not want to watch. That often is a musical. So today I'm going to watch In the Heights. I'm going to see what that's like. I believe it's by Lin-Manuel Miranda. He's taken something, so we're going to give that one a go. So I'll come back to you before I head to bed and let you know what I thought of that. Oh, my hair's a mess. So I finished In the Heights. I think I liked it, although I'm not sure I heard all of it. It's a Lin-Manuel Miranda musical, so there's rapping in it, and I sometimes lose all of the words in a rap, or some of the words in a rap. But I liked the feel of it and the sound of it. I wouldn't say it has a huge amount of story, but what there was fun. And I'm glad I've watched it, because I've always been intrigued. And it definitely was one that Pete wasn't going to watch. But now I'm going to let Jeff out in the garden for his final wee, and then I'm going to head upstairs and settle in bed, probably read more of my book until I fall asleep, which might not be very long because I'm very sleepy. So I'll see you tomorrow.
The next day.
Good morning and welcome to Sunday. I was hoping to be more refreshed and thought about getting lots done today, but we had a thunderstorm at 4 AM which lasted for about an hour, if not more, and somebody doesn't like a thunderstorm, do they, Jeff? So we had a bit of a, patchy sleep again. But we're up, it's about 9:30. That thunderstorm came with a lot of rain, so I'm not sure my idea is the best idea, but we're going with it anyway. I'm going to take Jeff for a walk in the woods. We haven't been to the woods for a long time. Obviously we've been away to the Cotswolds and things like that, but we haven't actually been to our woods for a long time. I've never taken him alone, so today's the day that we're going to try this out, and hopefully it all goes well and I don't lose the dog. And then I'll come back. And now I don't actually plan on doing anything. I really am going to finish this book today. The lazy one it is again. So, I may actually end this video here because Pete's due back sort of late afternoon time. And I can't see me doing a lot between now and then. And what I am going to do will be reading and then just sort of the odd bit of tidying, a bit of cleaning, which I won't show you. So I think this is going to be the end of this video. And yeah, this is what I get up to when Pete's not here. Sometimes I do a bit more, but largely it's this. I potter about the house, I read books, I watch films that he doesn't want to watch, and I hang out with this dude. Don't know Jeff. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for coming along with me and keeping me company this weekend. If you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already and you want to, please go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!